The pre-lab task was instructed to make 3 programs that uses basic output command using Arduino and LEDs. Furthermore, it was also mentioned to add comments on the start of each block to emphasize important details and guide throughout the pre-lab. The things we needed for this activity includes Arduino Uno R3, 2 red LED, 1 LED each for green, yellow, blue, white, and orange, a breadboard, and lastly, a resistor which is responsible to keep LED from busting. Program 1A. The requirement is make the LED blink per second indefinitely. We will first set up the P1A circuit. Place the LED and resistor on the breadboard. Attach the resistor on the cathode of the LED, then connect this using a wire to pin 11. On the other side, connect the anode of the LED into the pin dedicated for the ground in our Arduino Uno. After setting up, we can now proceed to the coding. For writing the sketch, we first declare our variables which will be used throughout the code. It will be followed by initialization of pin in setup function that will be used on the task and state its mode, which in our case in output mode. Then, on the void loop function, we will now define the behavior of our circuit using digital write to indicate current that will entering the LED and a delay for the purpose of turning on and off. Following all these steps, we can now proceed on testing. Program 1B. The requirement is make the LEDs on and off in sequence for 30 seconds. We will first set up the P1B circuit. Place the LEDs and resistors on the breadboard. Attach the resistors on the cathode of each LED, then connect this using a wire to pin 2, pin 3, and pin 4, respectively. On the other side, connect the anode of LED to the ground terminal of the breadboard, which is connected to the ground pin of our Arduino Uno. After setting up, we can now proceed to the coding. For writing the sketch, we first declare our variables which will be used throughout the code, such as delays, pins, and condition variable to interfere the void loop. It will be followed by initialization of pin in setup function that will be used on the task and state its mode, which in our case in output mode. Then, we will create other void loop function named blinking function, which will be responsible for controlling the current entering and exiting the pin. Lastly, to make the loop only run 10 times or for 30 seconds, we will create a condition inside the void loop which we will check the incremented variable if already reached the maximum loops required. Here is the testing for P1B. Program 1C. Requirements for this program is make a function named blink, then use this to blink the LED on pin 2 4 times, 6 times on pin 3, and 3 times on pin 4 sequentially. We will first set up the P1C circuit, place the LEDs and resistors on the breadboard. Attach the resistors on the cathode of each LED, then connect this using a wire to pin 2, pin 3, pin 4 respectively. On the other side, connect the anode of LED to the ground terminal of the breadboard, which is connected to the ground pin of our Arduino Uno. After setting up, we can go now proceed to the coding. As you notice, the setup is also the same with P1B, where the color of the LEDs are the distinct. For writing the sketch, we first declare our variables which we will be used throughout the code, such as the delays and pins. It will be followed by initialization of pin in setup function that will be used on the task and state its mode, which in our case in output mode. Then, we will create other void loop function named blink, which will be responsible for controlling the current entering and exiting on the pin, and the end time it will blink. Lastly, we will call the function inside the setup loop as it was mentioned as a part of the requirement. Here is the testing for P1C.
So the next program is program number 2. For this program, we are tasked to make a blinking LED with a button controller. Here's what we need for the circuit. We need one Arduino Uno R3, one breadboard, one red LED, one push button switch, one 10K ohms resistor, and one 220 ohms resistor. Here's the breakdown for the circuit. First is to connect the LED and button in an open space on a breadboard. Then from the LED's cathode pin, connect the 220 ohms resistor. Then from the resistor, connect it to the ground terminal. Then from the LED's anode pin, connect it to the pin 4 of the Arduino Uno. After that, connect the button's first pin to the 10K ohms resistor. Then from the resistor, connect it to the negative terminal. Then, connect the button's second pin to the positive terminal. Lastly, connect the button's third pin to the pin 8 of the Arduino Uno. So let's proceed to the sketch. So first is to declare the variables for the button state, LED pin, and button pin. Next is to set up the pin variables mode to input for the button pin and output for the LED pin. Next, in the void loop function, first we initialize the button pin to the button state. Next is to make an if statement to use the button state to check whether the button is being pressed. If the button is being pressed, then the blinking loop will run with a 750 milliseconds delay. If the button is not being pressed, then the LED will stay off. Lastly, is to add a short delay to improve simulation process. After the sketch, let's proceed to the testing phase.
Now we tackle problem 3, in which the problem we will be solving is that an LED must blink back and forth with a delay of 0.75 seconds. We need two red LEDs, two 1K resistors, breadboard, Arduino R3, and two jumper wires to connect to our Arduino. We put the two red LEDs on the breadboard, and then the negative side of the LED must be connected to a resistor, and then the resistor must be connected to the ground. The positive side of the LED must be connected to which pin we will be utilizing. In this case, pin 1 and 2 of the Arduino R3. So this is the code. I first declare the value of pin 1 and pin 2 and rename them as LED1 and LED2. I also add a blink delay variable in which has 750 ms. In void setup, I just called the pin configuration and set it to output. On void loop, in here, this is where the LED blinks back and forth. The first is for the LED1, the high indicates that it has power or light, and low means no power at all. And then we call the delay and the variable we mentioned earlier. Then the next is vice versa of LED1. The LED2 gets the high and LED1 gets the low, since LED2 must be the one to light up in this condition. And since it is in void loop, it will loop forever.
Problem 4. Traffic light circuit. In this problem, we need to write a program to simulate a traffic light where the green LED is on for 10 seconds. Afterwards, yellow is on for 1 second and then red is on for 8 seconds. The traffic light should operate forever. The materials that we are going to need is a green, yellow, and red LEDs and three 220 ohms resistors for each digital output of your choice. For the creation of the circuit itself, first we are going to connect digital pin 12 to the anode of the green LED, pin 10 to the anode of the yellow LED, and then pin 8 to the anode of the red LED. For each cathode side of the LEDs, we are going to connect the 220 ohms resistor that is connected to the ground side of the Arduino Uno. Lastly, Connect 5 volts of Arduino Uno to the positive pin of the breadboard. For the code explanation, in the setup function, we just assigned each digital pins to their respective modes. In this case, pin 8, 10, and 12 is on output mode. Inside the loop function, we use digital write function in each individual LED block of code to turn it on first, and then use delay function which accepts a parameter of number in unit of milliseconds to determine how long will the LED light up until it is ultimately turned off using digital write, in which the second argument is now low.
Now, let's delve into problem of program number 5, titled Switch Control Running Light Effects. In this project, we'll connect 4 red and 4 green LEDs, each with its limiting resistor, to an Arduino board using a breadboard. The goal is to create a dynamic menu-driven running light effects program that responds to 5 tactile push-button switches. This program features 5 distinct modes: light sequence mode 1 to 4, and light sequence DIY mode. By using the tact switches, users can navigate through these modes and experience different lighting effects. Here's what we need for our problem: 4 red and 4 green LEDs, 8 220 ohm resistors, 4 10K ohm resistors, 5 tactical push button switches, connecting wires, breadboard, and Arduino Uno R3. Arrange all all the LEDs in the breadboard. The cathode of each LED is connected to the ground using jumper wires. Connect the anode of each LED to a 220 ohm resistor, and then connect the other end of each resistor to a different pin on Arduino using jumper wires. For red LEDs, use pins 2, 3, 4, and 5, and for green LEDs, use pins 6, 7, and 8. Next, place the 5 tactile push button switches in the breadboard. Connect one side of each switch to the power using jumper wires, and connect the other side to a 10K ohm resistor that leads to to the ground. Connect a jumper wire from the point where each resistor and switch are connected together to to the pins A0, A1, A2, A3, and A4 on the Arduino Uno R3. Finally, ensure that the breadboard is connected to power and ground appropriately. First, in our sketch, we define the pins used for connecting red LEDs, green LEDs, and push buttons. Second, various arrays and variables are defined to store button states, last button states, the, the bounce times, and selected mode, and the selected mode. In this in the setup function, the pins are initialized as either inputs or outputs. Serial communication is started at a baud rate of 9600, and the initial menu is displayed using display menu function. In the loop function continuously checks the state of each button using digital read function. It debounces the button signals to it debounces the button signals to prevent false readings due to mechanical bouncing. When a button is pressed, the corresponding mode is selected. The menu is the menu is displayed again, and the execute selected mode function is called. In the display menu function, prints the menu options and prompts the user to pick an option. In execute selected move function, it uses a switch case statement to execute the appropriate light sequence mode based on the selected mode variable. In light sequence mode, 1 to 4 functions controls the LEDs in different patterns. And light sequence DIY mode function, it combines all four modes sequentially with delays. First button runs mode 1. Each red LED lights up sequentially from left to right. After the red LEDs, the green LEDs follow the same sequence. Second button runs mode 2, like the mode 1, but the red and green LED sequences run simultaneously. Third button runs mode 3, similar to mode 2. However, the green LEDs start lighting up from the right side. Fourth button runs mode 4, similar to mode 2, but the stays lit slightly longer. And lastly, the fifth button runs the DIY mode, combines all four light sequence mode.